Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Break. My name is Quincy Parrish, and I'm here with my co-host, Josh Butensky. And also, we have a returning guest on the show, Jake Coletti. Welcome back, Jake.
Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
No problem. Well, we're going to open up. I'm really lost for words right now. Kobe Bryant in his last game, 60 points. Amazing. I'm lost for words. I didn't even say anything yet. What do you guys take on it?
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
I think the previous record was some 40-something.
Yeah. I think for somebody's last game,
yeah.
I think it was probably 20-something. 60, that's just 60 is just that's a huge number.
It is.
He took 50 shots to get it though, but I mean, still 60, that's a great accomplishment in itself for a guy who's been playing 20 years who can still give that to you. You know, how you feel about that, Jake?
Yeah, no, I mean, I honestly felt it was the best Laker game I've watched this season. Because,
I agree. It really is.
The Lakers suffered worse than the Knicks did. You know, I think they won 13 games and they lost the rest. So I was happy for Kobe last night. It was his last game. I mean, he had to have won that game. It would have been a lot of pressure on him. It's his last game in the NBA.
Yes.
It's been there for a number of years.
20 years.
20 years.
Long time.
He started, he was 19, I think, when he was on the
18,
team.
18 years old.
Whew. So it was young. I mean, but still, he had to finish off on a good end. So I was very happy for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he shot for almost 50%, a little under.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, that last play.
Yeah.
He didn't get the points, but it was a great assist.
Yeah, it was a great assist. I think it looks good because it's a big round number, 60 points.
Yes.
But I watched the first quarter. He couldn't really make a shot. I think he missed his first 5 shots. And then, he started getting on the roll a little bit. He even said, he was a little nervous going into his last game. But then he said once he got into the flow, he just treated it like a normal game. And his teammates kept feeding him the ball, Yes. And he was able to, continually to make shots. You can even see, even in the fourth quarter, he was exhausted. But, he willed his way through it and got to 60 points. I can't even, I have, such a deep respect and admiration for that guy, man. I'm going to miss him. 20 years of great basketball, he will be dearly missed in the NBA, absolutely, for real. Yeah.
Quincy, I'm sorry, go on, Josh.
No, go on.
Okay, I was going to say, besides how he played, did you see all the people there last night? You got Magic Johnson, his very fine wife. What was his wife's name, by the way?
Vanessa.
Beautiful girl, man. Beautiful kids. We saw his kids there last night.
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson, a lifelong Laker fan, was there last night.
Right, absolutely.
Jay-Z, Magic Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, a lot of his
number of people were there last night.
There were a lot of people there.
Most of his former teammates, Derek Fisher, Robert Horry, a lot of those guys, man. Just that tells you the respect that he has around the league. All of these people involved within the game, even people you say who are not even involved, within basketball, like Jay-Z, they came out, to show their last respects to Kobe Bryant, man. That just shows you the love and respect that everybody has for him,
Because Jay-Z wasn't at the last Brooklyn Nets game. I'll tell you that right now. I watched that game. He was not there for his own.
I mean, this game actually matters. And this game actually matters, So.
I mean, Derek Fisher also wasn't at the last Knicks game.
I know. Good point.
So I mean, that too. But just finishing this topic off, man. Just a great way to close your career. You can't think of any other better way to close it out. Maybe winning the championship, that would probably take the cake.
Good for Kobe.
But
60
I was very
points
happy
for Kobe.
in a closing game is great.
One of the greatest players of all
give him
time.
Absolutely.
Applause for Kobe Bryant.
Absolutely.
He was great. We'll miss him.
We'll miss the Mamba. So. Well, last night was a very historic night. Being Kobe's last night and dropping 60. But as well, it's weird because kind of the Golden State Warriors, they kind of took a back seat to Kobe, which is actually weird for a team to actually break the all-time season single season record for wins in a season with 73, that's an absolutely amazing feat. What do you think? How do you feel about that accomplishment? What does that mean?
I mean, I think it's a great accomplishment. Honestly, though, they're gonna have to prove themselves in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you win 73 games does not mean you're going to the championship.
Right, it doesn't.
Yeah. Also, you have to look at the Bulls. You know, I think they were a better team, honestly.
Right.
You know, yeah, they had Michael Jordan too.
Yeah, you.
I mean, sorry to cut you off,
That's
Josh.
okay.
They lost to the Celtics, the Golden State. You know, when they were at home. I think that was like their first loss at
That was
home.
their first home
Yeah.
loss.
I mean, the Celtics aren't that great. They're good, but they.
They're a solid team. I mean, throughout the season, you're gonna lose. They lost to the Lakers. You know.
Enough said. Enough said with that. I'll tell you that right
But what
now.
I'm saying, during a long, grueling NBA season over 82 games, I mean, you're bound to lose some games sometimes, but to sustain that level of greatness, 73 wins, I think that's amazing. You'll lose your games along the way. You'll have your little bumps there, but,
Yeah.
you know, they accomplished so much. I think during the season, Steph Curry set all types of records, you know.
Guy's an animal.
That's not even the word for him, you know. I think he broke his own record for threes in the season with 400. The third time he's breaking his own record. That's amazing in itself. The team, I don't think they lost back-to-back games the whole season. You know, a great record at home. I think they have the best road record of all time. You know, just record after record. They're just knocking them down. Yeah. But like you said, it's about the postseason. And can they carry on the momentum that they've had in the regular season and bring it to the postseason? You know, it's you got to wait for it. But
Can Curry carry it? You know.
Can Curry? Yeah,
He has to.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, in all likelihood, he's the odds-on favorite for MVP once again, back-to-back.
Yes.
So it's going to be on his shoulders primarily, but, you know, they do have a great team, you know, where they can rely on him, you know. When he can rely on them and a great coaching staff. So, I'm rooting for the Cavs myself personally, so, but,
Sorry.
Yeah, don't say that again. But I mean, they have their chance to make history. You know, they could go down as the greatest team ever. You know, 73 wins and a championship. You know, some people have their different opinions. You know, Scottie Pippen, he came out with his own. You know, he said he believes that his '96 Bulls would have swept the Warriors. They wouldn't have had a shot to beat them.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, with Jordan
Against Curry. I don't know.
That'd be fun to watch.
That would be very fun to watch, but I think Jordan would take that down, though.
Maybe. I mean, Jordan never lost in the finals, so who knows? But everybody has their debate. You know, there's two different eras, two different styles of play. So, you know, the NBA is an ever-evolving league. So, you know, you never know from team to team. It'll be great players, great teams. But, you know, so, I mean, it's a great debate to have, you know, past and present, you know. You know, so you know, I wish them luck in the playoffs, except for when they play the Cavs. But we'll see. We'll see.
What about the other California team, the Clippers?
The Clippers.
What about the
The
Clippers?
Clippers, yeah, they're gonna be in the they're in the playoffs as well.
They're a good team.
Yeah, they're pretty solid. If they're able to make it to the second round, I believe they would probably play the Warriors in the second round, which would be a great matchup.
I'm sure Billy Crystal will be there, right? I'm thinking.
Maybe,
Billy Crystal will
maybe.
be there. He'll be there.
Yeah.
He'll be there.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, we're I'm a transition over to football. Big news today. The St. Louis Rams, they've acquired the #1 overall pick in the upcoming 2016 draft. Excuse me, let me just look at my notes because it was, you know, a big blockbuster trade with a lot of moving parts.
A lot of numbers.
Yeah, I mean, the Rams, they're getting the #1 pick from this year, a fourth round pick and a sixth round pick from the Titans, and the Titans will receive the Rams' first round pick from this year, 2 second round picks, a third round pick, and a first and a third round pick next year in 2017. You know, what does this trade mean, you know?
I think it's probably a good trade for both teams, but honestly, I think Tennessee's going to get better out of the deal. Because, yes, you know, the Rams are going to probably get Jared Goff, the quarterback. But you also look at it, they give so much. They give so many picks.
So much for it, yeah.
And now they don't have a first-round pick next year.
Yeah, I mean, but what my take on that, I think it's kind of a win-win for both teams, because as of now, I see the Tennessee Titans, they're kind of like, you know, stockpiling picks. You know, they're a team that's kind of rebuilding and try to, you know, find that identity once again. So getting new young players into the organization and incorporating them, I think that's a good move for them. And the Rams, I think they see Jared Goff, you know, he could be the quarterback of the future. You know, they're really high on him. You know, and quarterbacks, you know, they don't grow on trees. You know, great quarterbacks are hard to come by. So if you
Telling
could
me.
find, if you could find a big time franchise quarterback, which I believe they think Goff is,
Yes.
you know, it's well worth the investment to trade all of those picks. You know.
Well, I mean, the other thing too is now they have the 15th overall pick, and they have the two picks that they got from we're calling them LA.
LA, yeah, I
Rams.
forgot. I was about to say St. Louis, you know, but yeah.
But anyway, so they could still trade down, maybe even trade down the top 10.
Maybe.
They have enough.
They have enough picks, so they have a lot of flexibility, so they can make trades with other teams or wherever the case may be. So they put themselves in a good position, you know, to rebuild the team, you know, because they really need to pick it up, you know, because I think they had the worst record last year. So, you know, there's nowhere to go but up from here. So
Yeah.
yeah, you know, so
Definitely.
absolutely,
Yes.
yeah. Well, yeah.
Right. Well, anyway, we have changing a little bit. We have the Islanders and the Panthers playing tonight for the first round of the playoffs.
Okay.
Right.
Barclays Center?
No, they're playing in Florida.
Oh,
okay.
Florida.
Yeah.
Oh man. Are they on the road?
They're
on
gonna
the
lose.
road.
On the
They're gonna
road,
lose
yeah.
tonight. I'm sorry. They're gonna lose tonight. Yeah.
I mean, you got to have some faith, Jake. You know,
Come on.
I'm a Ranger fan, so I'm hoping for a loss.
get out
for you.
then.
I'm hoping for a
Hey,
loss.
I was
for
rooting
you.
for the Rangers last night.
Oh,
all right?
were you? Oh, okay, okay.
And I don't like Sidney Crosby at all. No.
Okay, okay.
yeah.
But it was 4-1. Penguins. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, during the season series, like how did that work out during the season? Like who was able to come out with more wins?
I'm actually not really sure.
I mean,
I didn't look up my stats
I mean,
before the
who
show.
knows? I
Honestly,
mean-
I'm not a hockey fan. I have no idea.
I mean,
what the
who
stats
knows?
are.
I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, I mean, it can be important, you know, who wins those games during the season, but it can be very irrelevant because it's a brand new season, a different intensity.
Exactly.
You know, and actually, you know, they're going for the main goal, which is the Stanley Cup. So both teams will be fighting it out, you know. So it'll be a big time matchup, in my opinion. You know, first round, you know.
Yeah. I'm hoping though that the Islanders can. You know, the Islanders haven't won a playoff series since 1993.
Yeah, it's
The
been
Panthers
a while.
haven't won a playoff series since '96, and they lost in the Stanley Cup final that year. So It's
Yeah.
been a long time for both
For
teams.
both teams, so.
So,
So you know, both fan bases, I'm pretty sure they're both very excited. You know, they haven't really had recent success, as
Not
you
really.
said.
Not
So,
at all.
so a series win would be big time for both teams. You know,
Definitely.
yeah,
Definitely. Yeah.
absolutely, yeah.
Definitely.
yeah. And you know, a lot, and also not a lot of people know this. Both teams. I don't know if you ever heard of Bill Torrey.
No, I have not.
Okay, he was the GM for the Islanders back in the '80s. He's the one that built their Stanley Cups.
Right,
They were
right.
good, the Islanders.
The
right?
Islanders
Yeah.
were great. They
They
won
were
4
fan-
straight Stanley Cups.
Yeah.
And Bill Torrey is
They were the Knicks,
actually
like in the 70s. Yeah, go
Oh.
on. Yeah, go on.
so Bill Torrey actually has a lot of ties with the Panthers. He was their president for a long time.
Right.
So both teams actually have banners in their arena honoring one of
Right.
the greatest people in all of hockey,
Right,
which is
yeah.
Bill Torrey. I always thought that was kind of cool how they kind of have
Yeah.
you know, that relationship.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I wanted to cover a little baseball today. I know it's early in the season, but the Mets, I think they're off to like a 3-4 start.
Yeah.
And like I've been taking notice because I know they do have a great rotation with pitchers. But I know it's noticed that Noah Syndergaard,
He's an animal.
We talked a lot about how
We covered it before, right?
We said how Harvey and DeGrom, you know, are kind of 1A and 1B.
Yeah.
But Syndergaard right now is their best pitcher.
I'm gonna say something though. I'm very disappointed in Harvey. Like, you know, even his first game, they
Right.
lost.
Yeah.
He played on Sunday against Philly.
Right.
They lost. They didn't even lose. They got killed. I mean, it was bad.
It was-
I mean,
Yeah.
I just don't feel like he's giving us his full potential. I mean, he blew us last year with in the World Series. I mean, with
Yeah.
that whole thing. I don't know. I'm still a little disappointed. But I do believe though that Syndergaard is he's the hot number right now for the.
I mean, it's
pitching
only the
wise.
beginning of the year,
Right.
though, so you really can't
Yeah,
really.
I mean it's early in the year. I mean they're all great pitchers, so they'll all pick up the pace. You know, they're National League champs for a reason. You know, I feel as though they'll find a way. You know, to push through the season and all have great seasons. You
Well,
know.
it's still early.
Let's hope.
It's
still
early season, 162 games, so we'll see.
We play
figure it out.
the Tex. Who do we play the Mets tomorrow? I forgot.
Tomorrow?
The Indians.
Cleveland,
We play
yep.
the Cleveland Indians.
Yeah.
Good luck, Mets.
So hopefully it'll be a good game. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's all the time we have today. Thank you for watching The Break. I'm Josh Butensky.
I'm Quincy Parrish.
I am Jake Michael Coletti.
Thanks for watching.